Welcome to Cut the Cuck. I'm Byron. He's Chad. And we've got rugby's biggest soap opera this week. Springboks versus the All Blacks at Eden Park. So let's talk. Eden Park, Australia versus Argentina. And let's not forget the Women's Rugby World Cup because we're supposed to talk about it last week, but we forgot about it because Chad's stupid. And let's get cracking. Hello, Chad.
Happening? How you doing?
I'm alive.
Alive, good. That's what we like to hear.
Worried?
Stressed?
Concerned? Name any other adjective you'd like. Throw it in there.
Huh? Excited?
Excited thrilled. Is one of them. Yeah. Thrilled. Pick one.
I'm excited.
Chad, you're going to the game. So first of all, let's start with a fuck you. Because it's going to be epic.
Someone's got to do it, mate. Someone's got to be there for the book, for the boys.
Someone's got to sit in those seats in a green jersey, and this time it just so happens to be you.
It is. I've purchased a big South African flag to drape around me, around the neck, as a cape.
Just makes you an easy target for murder, but go on.
If it's going to get the boys a win, and I'm the sacrifice.
If that's what it takes.
It is what it is. Yeah, I've started putting all my shit together so I can pack in my bag, because I'll be leaving tomorrow night. Raining at the game in Auckland before, so
make sure you got a nice little raincoat.
I did. I went and I bought a cute green one today.
Green one, nice.
Kylie, we went to this one shop. They had a amazing deal on rain jackets. It's like, I don't know, the score is on them, but it was 115,000 something water resistant thing, and it was like $90, which is like a great deal. But it was black, so I refused to buy it.
Did she get the black one?
She got the black one, yeah. I went to a different shop, spent more money on a less waterproof jacket, but it was green, and I'm happy.
I mean, the kudos to you, but I probably just would have gone with the black one on sale.
I wouldn't have. No, I could not.
And then you drape the flag on the outside of the raincoat, and then the flag gets wet on your back, and it sticks to the raincoat, and then you solved all your problems.
I'm not wearing a black fucking jacket, mate.
Okay, then don't. You're a grown man. You can make all the mistakes you'd like.
And I will, and I'll be proud. I'll be happy.
I hope that your raincoat has a jacket, a hole in it that you haven't seen yet. But it's in like a very inconvenient place. So while you're sitting and watching the game, like the back of your neck gets wet, or like under your armpit or something. That'll be lovely.
I'll still be at the game, smiling with a beer in hand.
Did you get tickets for, what was that thing you wanted to go to?
The Bomb Squad? The Bomb Squad beer thing? Yes. I did. We are going. We got 2 tickets. So we head out there. I think it starts at about like 12ish. Or we're gonna head out to this rugby club at 12ish. I think it starts about like 1:32. And then there's some boerewors rolls, some beer tasting. And then we get onto a bus and all head to the game in one big, happy, I guess, taxi, combi thing.
Well, at least then you'll arrive with what I would assume a majority of South Africans. I think there'd be some Kiwis there. I mean, if it would be a great experience.
There will be one, for sure. We know one.
Oh, yeah, you have... Oh, that's going to be strange.
It is. But she's on board.
She's a trooper.
Yeah,
good. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm more pumped to hear about how that is than I am excited about you going to the game, because you going to the game makes me sad.
Yeah, mate, you went to the Rugby World Cup. Shut up.
I did, and speaking of better halves, it was thanks to her that I went, because that was a birthday present.
Mario. Done. Again.
No, we just got to plan for 2027, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah, well, it's more planning for you, because it's just a quick 3-hour flight for me.
I mean, it's right there for you, right? It's exactly where you are.
Yeah, there's definitely I'm definitely going. I can't not.
It would be ridiculous for you not to go. Even if it's just any of the group games, doesn't matter what it is, you have to go.
Yeah, I've got no excuse.
Yeah, if you don't go, you're a terrible human, and you should never watch rugby ever again.
I won't allow myself to watch rugby again.
Yeah, I will prevent it. I will cancel all of your important things that allow you to watch rugby from wherever you are. But you never get to watch rugby.
I'll hold you to it. I'm with you. But Byron, let's get into it. Let's cut the cuck.
We've got important things to talk about. You don't want to talk about a single one of them. You want to talk about your shitty rugby experiences. Okay, cut the cuck. Tell me what you want.
Have you seen the teams?
I have seen the teams. I actually have the teams right here.
And how are you feeling? What's your first?
I think this might be, from both sides, the strongest 15 or 23 that they could put together.
I agree.
Because
any shock calls or any surprises from either side?
For me, the one that stands out is Jan-Hendrik Wessels at 16, so the reserve hooker. That one I would say would be a surprise for me. And then not to have Fassi on starting or on the bench.
I was shocked at that too. I was very surprised that we went with the Rolls Royce, the old dog,
the old reliable Willie LaRue.
I understand it, and I even said last week I'd be a little bit like, I think he will be there, and I understand why. Like, he's been there, done that, and we need it. But I think also because we've got Sasha on the bench, I feel like Sasha's not going to come in at 10, and Sasha's going to come in at 15.
You're probably right.
I don't see Pollard coming off unless he's
come in at 10, if need be.
Yes, and that's what I think. And I think, yeah, that's what I feel is going to happen. And I'd be happy with that too. Imagine you've got Pollard and Sasha running the lines
interchangeably at 10 for first receiver.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
it'll be good.
It's nerve-wracking. Both teams are good though. Both teams are solid teams.
I don't have. I should have probably brought the teams up. Where did you get your teams from?
Surprisingly, my source has been ESPN, because ESPN puts them up side by side, so you can compare them directly. So if you work at ESPN and you ever land up stumbling across the stupid show, thanks.
Yeah, good job. Nailing
Thanks, ESPN.
If we could afford to pay you, we would.
I just don't have a reason to pay ESPN. When I lived in the States, I had ESPN Plus for the UFC. But otherwise, there's no reason for me to have ESPN now. So thanks for your free services.
So
while you bring that up, anything from the New Zealand side that was a shock for you?
Not really. The only bit I see them having, I don't call it an issue, but I think like their weakest link is probably their 9. Obviously, they've had tons and tons of issues with injuries in that spot. I think this is like their 4th string, number 9. Finley Christie.
Do you think Finley Christie's not good, or do you just think out of what's available, he's not the best?
Out of what's available, I don't think he's as good as the rest of them, like a Noah Hotham, Cortez Ratama.
Who do they have on the bench?
As 9, they got Carl Preston. He plays for the Crusaders.
And what's your opinion?
Yeah, he's good. He played a fairly good start. He's still new, inexperienced. It's a fucking tough ask to be playing against the Boks in Eden Park.
Probably why he's not starting, but
yeah, but it was interesting. I don't believe that Finley's kicking or Carl. Oh, actually, I take that back. Carl's kicking was pretty good in the Crusaders game. I just think it's going to be very different when you've got Eben Etzebeth charging down and coming over the top,
putting pressure on him at the rucks.
Yeah.
Because that's like trying to kick over a tower.
Yeah.
And then still find a way to get distance on it.
And his timing is just impeccable. Like, even I think it was Nick White was talking about how Eben was putting that pressure on him during that second game, and Nick White said it was the most pressure he's ever faced. He just keeps getting better.
I know we spoke about it last week as well, but also having Eben chase the high ball on offense not just on defense anymore. That's got to be scary for a fullback or a winger to come in and know that you're going up against even.
I watched a bit of analysis on that and why we're doing it and how it's all working stuff, and I saw some wild stats. So when we're kicking the ball to oppositions, we're getting the ball back 37% of the time. New Zealand's kicking the ball and getting it back 10% of the time.
Jesus.
So I reckon and the team that we've got, that we've named to go into the field, Pollard's going to boot that ball like no tomorrow. Grant Williams has been kicking and landing it on a fucking 5-cent coin. He's been doing really well. I reckon there's going to be a lot of that. Eban's going to be up there. And then the reason why we've been sending Eban and our forwards and our locks up is that we get the ball back and we've got an extra backline player, essentially. Because 9 out of 10 times when we're kicking the ball, it's going to a backline player from another one that's also going up. So it's been good. I reckon that's what I think is going to happen this weekend. It's going to be just kicking.
A lot of kicking, a lot of high balls.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that scares me with that against New Zealand is how good they are on the counter, especially with the form that Will Jordan is in.
Yeah, but we just won't kick to Will Jordan. We're going to be kicking to Rico Ioane, who's been doing not that great under the high ball. He's knocked on that many and he's not in the best form that he's been in, but you can't take it away from. Like, they're all really good. It could just come together. I know what you're saying, and it's at Eden Park, and it's Artie's 100th match. Everyone's going to be playing for Artie. It's going to be.
I can't imagine them not putting every bit of their body on the line to get a win for Artie on his 100.
Yeah, it's
I'm fucking excited. What a hero for All Black rugby is Artie Seville.
Rugby as a whole. Just rugby. Yeah.
100 games for Artie.
But it's going to be good. Like, the squad from them, they've got some big boys there. They've got big boys coming off the bench. Young Tamati Williams, absolute tank.
Tyrell Lomax, huge. I
Fabian
love
Holland.
Du Plessis-Kirifi.
Sorry?
Du Plessis-Kirifi? I think he's
love
great.
Him.
Great.
I know. I love him when he's not playing for the All Blacks against South Africa. I'm not a fan.
And then when they have Mackenzie come off the bench instead of starting, he's actually more scary.
Yeah.
Because when he's fresh and no one can touch him,
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where he comes on, if he does come on for Bowden or if he goes on for Will Jordan.
I can't imagine him coming on for Jordan. I think Jordan's probably the All Blacks' best player at the moment.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
I also think Mackenzie at 10 is better than Mackenzie at 15, because Mackenzie at 10, it's the same as like when we have Sasha or Mani at 10. Anything could happen. We know when we have Pollard at 10, that's going to be very good, clean, controlled rugby. But when you have Mackenzie at 10, fam, who knows what's going to happen?
But yeah, it's going to be a fucking...
It's going to be a proper war. With these teams, with these two squads, going to be some very sore bodies my Sunday morning.
Yeah. But I hope it's not like as much as I'm excited for this game. I hope it doesn't take away from the next game in Wellington. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because the way I look at it is whoever loses here will be better next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a scratch game. Like, even if one team loses by like 30 this weekend, it doesn't mean anything for next week. It's definitely not a marker by any stretch. But also kind of unlucky for us that it has to be where it is at Eden Park. Because like if you're a New Zealand fan or you're a New Zealand player, you're like, oh, at least we get the 4 points, maybe 5 points for this one, and we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
Because how do you break a streak like that?
50 test matches. We haven't won this since 1994.
And I was looking, I had a post on Instagram that showed obviously the number of wins since 94. And there's 2 draws in there.
Yeah.
The rest are all W's. And that's a daunting task to look at.
Yeah. It's but I keep reminding myself every single week or every single round that we've had.
Some record has been broken.
A record has been broken. And the only record that can be broken this weekend.
No, there's more.
The only one that can be broken this weekend is this one. It's this one. There's no other ones. Nothing else.
And I mean, I would say that the win matters the most. There's none of that. There's no need to constantly kick for the corner. Take your 3 points. Treat it like a final. And let's move on.
It's going to be a proper test match, like an old school, classic rival number one version. It's like what everyone keeps building this game up to. It's exactly that. Like
it's 1 versus 2. Yeah.
The 2 best rugby nations in the entire world that have named
probably their best 15
at this like as of today. If there's no injuries and stuff and suspensions, all that stuff, there'll be like a couple changes, but majority of the team that's been named, I'm talking All Blacks here now, outside of their number 9, and if they were able to choose like a Mwanga at 10.
I still think that's the biggest loss to New Zealand rugby, is to not have Richie Mwanga.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's cooked.
I think he's the best fly half at the moment. And he's not able to play international rugby.
It's crazy, yeah. It's an absolutely wild situation.
I mean, as a Springbok fan, it's great because
I don't want to play against him.
I don't want to play him against him at all. But it's heartbreaking for him. But I also guess if you're looking at it in terms of like his career and making money and that sort of thing, it makes the most sense to play where he's playing. So
yeah, but we've gone off track again.
That's what we do best.
It is what we do best. What do you reckon is going to happen? 9 o'clock or just past 9 o'clock New Zealand time on Saturday.
Making a prediction.
Am I crying or am I smiling?
I think if you're smiling, we're going to win with less than 5. If you're smiling. I think if logic tells me... Actually, you know what? Logic tells me the Boks will win by less than 5.
Yeah. That's what I've got. I've got the Boks by 5.
I think it's going to be between 2 and 4, but it'll be less than 5. It's going to be wild. I think it's going to be close from the beginning. I think it's going to be a lot. What's that?
What gets us the win? What do we have to do, or what does what has to happen for us to win?
We can't allow them to score off the counter like we did with Australia, and then Pollard's kicking is going to be key. And I think and then we wait for my magic man to create his hero moment. Kane and Moody will do something special. And I think the rest of it from there is going to be making sure you get your 3 points whenever they're available.
I feel like there's going to be a few of them.
Well, if it goes off what we were talking about last week with the number of penalties New Zealand's been giving away, then if you've got Pollard... Now, I doubt this is a factor, but I never considered it before. What's the elevation at Eden Park?
It's sea level. It's next to the ocean.
Okay, so there's going to be no massive thumps from 55 meters out.
Negative. Unless we bring Francois Steyn back, no.
Hey, so I know you don't play rugby anymore, but if you can still kick 60 meters, we'll bring you on in the second half.
He probably still could.
He might pull something, but he'll slot it.
He'll get it there.
Okay, since we're talking predictions, what's your prediction for the Argentina Australia game?
That's a good one.
That match has become massive too, because going off the previous game, Okay, obviously Australia lost, but they won the first one, so they're in good nick, especially what we saw with the British and Irish Lions tour. But Argentina are on a massive high after beating New Zealand. So that game is also almost as interesting, if not just as interesting. Excuse me. So what's your prediction
It
on
is,
the...
and I kind of hope that it's going to be on somewhere close to the stadium, because we leaving the rugby club at 4:00. Game starts at, I think, 4:30. Yep, 4:30. So I want to watch it somewhere. I have a feeling Argentina's going to win. Only because, like you said, they're coming off of a big high.
Yeah.
Wallabies don't have...
what's his name at 5?
What is the enforcer?
Will Skelton.
Will Skelton. He's gone. They've had a couple of injuries, obviously, in their back line. Still got really good...
wrecked in the first game or the second game.
Yeah. But they've still got a really good back four. So let me get their team up here. It's Thule and Jorgensen and Callaway and Swahili. Yeah, and Nick White's back. I thought he would have been out. Yeah, I mean, I just have this... I think my heart is saying Argentina. My brain is saying Wallabies.
Well,
but I think it's going to be really close.
If my unnecessarily ridiculous prediction is to come true, Argentina have to win. So that's that. I can't predict the score on that one, though. I can't predict the score. Anything I say would be a complete guess.
Argentina by 10.
Argentina by... Imagine. Okay, if you're calling out something, I'm gonna need to guess on something too. So I'll say Argentina by 12.
12. Okay.
But as we said last time, they've got to get ahead early. They can't let Australia get a stranglehold on the game, otherwise they don't come back.
It's going to be good. It's such a good rugby championship. When we both win, that puts us at 8 points and Argentina at 8 points. Leaves New Zealand with 6 points and Australia with 5 points.
Yeah, because I don't know if either team will get the bonus in their win. So if that's the case, 8-8, 6-5 going into round 4, anything can happen.
How good is the Rugby Championship going to be?
So exciting. So exciting. And I watched all of the Six Nations last year and the year before, and they were good. But maybe it's because I have an inherent bias, but this Rugby Championship, or Rugby Championship in general, has always been better than the Six Nations.
Yeah.
In terms of quality of rugby.
I agree. I also feel like we are a little bit biased because we obviously watch...
Of course, I've got more skin in the game, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a North versus South argument that always happens, that, oh no, Super Rugby is not as good. Rugby Championship, Tri-Nations, all the way from way back then, no good, it's trash. Six Nations is the pinnacle.
It's hard to say that because if you look at the last 2 Six Nations, right, you had Wales who were abysmal. So
yeah,
if you're one of the top tier teams in that, so it's the top teams would be England, Ireland, and France. When you play Wales, you're almost guaranteeing yourself a win. Against Italy, it can be tough, and if you slip up, you lose. But you're most likely going to beat Italy. When one of those 3 teams plays Scotland, usually a close game, the occasional upset, but usually a win. So you only have 2 difficult games if you're one of the top 3 sides. And that's when they play one another. Whereas in the Rugby Championship, there's no easy games. There's no rest. There
used to be Argentina, but that's not a thing anymore.
That's not the case anymore. No, that hasn't been the case for the last 4 years. Now, granted, when we moved from the Tri-Nations and first introduced Argentina, yeah, it was kind of, okay, here we get 10 points and then we move on. And also when Australia was in a bit of a slump, but it wasn't an easy game against Australia, even when they weren't doing well. Because even in their
what are our
slump,
scores
they
against
beat New
him?
Zealand.
Yeah. If I go back to 2024, we're busy saying it's the last time we played Argentina in a rugby championship. We beat them 48-7. But we lost to them the week before. So I'm busy looking at Australia. South Africa, round 1 we played them. We beat them 33-7. That was when they were in the slump. And then the next week 30-12.
But that would be the scoreline of England-Scotland, for example.
Yeah, it's when they were under old Eddie Jones, and just ripped Rugby Australia to pieces.
Yeah, isn't he just a national hero?
Yeah.
Chat?
So that's it, eh? So you're saying
that's it.
Boks bar, Boks bar
less than 5.
Boks less than 5. I'm saying Boks by 10. You're saying
Argentina by 12.
Argentina by 12. And I'm sticking with Argentina by 10 too.
So you got both teams by 10.
It's the safest option, honestly.
All right. Well, the price is right, that bitch, and we'll see who's right when we chat again next week.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be.
Let's also talk about the other exciting rugby that's happening at the moment. The Women's Rugby World Cup has been fucking epic. It's been epic.
It's been so good. I woke up for that game at 2:30 on a Monday morning to watch the women play.
And how good was that game?
Nothing. So good.
I was just as vocal as I am when watching a Springbok game for the ladies game against. Because when we played Brazil the previous week, we were supposed to talk about it, but we didn't get the opportunity to. We thrashed them.
Yeah.
We thrashed them.
66-6.
And it was like, okay, we were expecting that. We know that the game against Italy is the most important because France is ranked, I think, number 6 in the world. And they absolutely crushed Italy. So, and then I think we've never, prior to last week, we had never beaten Italy in a women's rugby game before that, because they've always been better than us. So that was not only our first win against them, it was our first qualification to the next round. I think we've been in 2 or 3 World Cups prior to that, and we always knocked out in the group stages. So it's super exciting, but the manner in which the ladies won that game is I think the most incredible part, because they took them on head on. And if you looked at the Italy backline, especially the 2 ladies on the wing, they were incredible. And we just never let them get the space that they needed to flex what they do best. It was good. It was so good. And then you've obviously got the
but
other
even
big
like
games.
some of the other games I watched.
Go on.
The Australia versus USA, the one that were in 31-all.
What a game!
So good.
Such a good game.
Like, I haven't been. So yeah.
Go on. I'm listening to you, chat.
There's a mad delay. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, just you just talk. I'll listen.
Like some of the other games that I was watching, like I know that women's rugby in the past hasn't been that exciting to watch because it's always either been really one-sided or full of errors. This is the first competition that I've watched that I've actually been. It's been really good to watch, like so much fun, more so than the last one that was here in New Zealand. And that was quite a big deal. Like that final was really great against New Zealand and England. Mm-hmm. But there's been a couple of those matches in this Rugby World Cup that I've been like, fuck yes, this is so good to watch. This is actually getting exciting. And I don't know if it's because they're getting better coaching or what's going on, but whatever's going on, they need to do more of it. Just keep doing it. Because obviously there's those big blowout games. Like there are some massive gaps in some of the results. But that gap, I feel like, is getting shorter between all the teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think you don't just have England.
The other thing that's really cool is I think it's because there's more professional opportunity for the ladies throughout the year to play rugby. So South Africa's got the Blue Bull Daisies, which is the only professional female rugby team in South Africa. But then a lot of the other female players are going to England and France to play for the big clubs, and they're getting paid a good. Well, I don't know what they're getting paid, but I'm assuming it's pretty decent at the moment to go play that professional rugby throughout the year. So they're getting more reps against top ladies throughout the year, and then they get to bring it back home. The other thing that's super exciting that they must have planned this, but it turned out this way anyway, is the group deciders are all this weekend. So all the games this weekend are 1 versus 2 and 3 versus 4 in the table.
Well, I did not know that.
So obviously the third place versus fourth place, those games aren't going to be as good. That's just, if you look at the logs, that's how it works.
Dead rubber.
But you've got 1 versus 2. You got 4 1 versus 2 games this weekend to decide who's going to play who in the quarterfinals. Because I think unless a miracle happens in Group A, all the groups are decided, or at least in terms of who's going through. Now it's deciding who's going through on top, who's going through second.
Yeah.
Because the only one that's close
is the too. Fuck, look at that.
It's crazy, right?
Fuck, I had no idea. You've blown my mind. I'm busy looking at the things now.
See, the only one I think that's open mathematically is Group A. I think. I don't know what the criteria is for draw on points. But you've got...
Yeah, I've got the competition points. So 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw, 1 point for losing by 7 or fewer.
Yeah.
And 1 point for 4 more tries.
So, like, if the USA get 5 points and Australia get none, then they're even on points. And then I would assume it comes down to point difference.
They would have to score. If you go
head-to-head, it doesn't count because they drew.
Yeah, so points difference. Australia is plus 73. USA is minus 62. They would have to score.
But Australia needs to play England.
Points.
Australia play England. No, yes, Australia play England and USA play... who else is in that group? I feel stupid for that, but I don't know. Come on, Chad, help me out, Chad.
It's Samoa. USA versus Samoa.
Yeah. So if you look at who put... What was the score for the other teams against Samoa? Let's see. Australia beat them by 73.
In this tournament?
Yeah.
England beat them 92-3.
So...
And Australia 73-0.
England thump Australia and the USA thump Samoa. It's the only group that there might be a little bit of a shuffle. But otherwise, everything else is 1 versus 2 and 3 versus 4. Because if you look at these
it's going to be interesting to see. What time do I have to wake up at? I have to wake up at 3:45 on Monday.
To watch the ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the World Cup's in England, so it's super easy for me. But I keep getting distracted. The quarterfinals are all going to be epic. What I think is a little sad is I think out of the teams going through, I think South Africa will be the weakest team in the quarterfinal.
Well, yeah, who are we going to either be playing?
New Zealand or New Zealand. Ireland, yeah. And looking at the French team...
That's tough.
My prediction would be France beats us on Sunday. Although if we can beat France on Sunday, then everything I ever thought goes out the window. But... we'll most likely play New Zealand in the quarterfinals, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which I know we beat their A team.
Yeah.
Which just means
that we also got thumped the week before by their team. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Springbok ladies will be the weakest team going through to the quarterfinals, but after what they did to Italy, they should be so proud of themselves. What an epic achievement.
Oh. So good. I'm fucking stoked about it. I was even telling some of the people at work about it on that Monday morning. I was wrapped. I was so stoked.
I was like proper like pumped. I had like I said, it felt as if I watched the Springboks. I didn't feel like I watched the Springbok ladies. I felt like I watched a good Springbok rugby game.
Yeah.
And the official position is 8th man, but I guess the lady at 8th man for the Springboks.
Yeah.
what a beast in the most positive sense of the word.
Yeah.
So that was super exciting.
The only one I think I was messaging you was the number 9. But other than that, the entire team, I had just putting in so much graft. It was so good. It was amazing to watch. I was loving it. I was trying my absolute best not to wake my entire house up.
That's actually very true. For the first time, I remember it was a little weird because I wanted to scream, "Let's go, boys!" But I was screaming, "Let's go, ladies!" And it felt awkward at first, but then I got into it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm excited for it. I want to keep watching. I hope the ladies can get past New Zealand.
Well, we're going to get past France first. Well, if we get past France, then we'll play Ireland. We wouldn't play New Zealand because I think
we're gonna. Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be fucking hard.
It is.
But
So we've spoken. What have we spoken about? I don't even know what we've spoken about now.
We spoke about the squads for the Springbok New Zealand game. We spoke about the Argentina Australia game. We spoke about the amazing Women's Rugby World Cup. My only extra point on that would be the WNBA should eat their fucking heart out, because I think what the ladies have done in the last 4 years from the last World Cup to this one.
Yeah.
The improvements, not just in terms of the production value, but more importantly, the quality of rugby, the quality of the players, all of that has skyrocketed. And I think that the ladies have also done it their way. They didn't just want to replicate the men's rugby World Cup. They've kind of done it their way. And I think it's been brilliant. And I think kudos to everyone involved, and amazing job for all the ladies bringing up the game of rugby for women across the globe. And I know, like on Instagram, for example, the number 13 for the USA, Alona Ma, I think I'm pronouncing that right. She's done magical things for the game of rugby. And I think the reason I'm saying all of these things leading up to it is the WNBA also have a female star that I would say you can compare to her, because they're both American. And instead of the league and the other players propping up Caitlin Clark for the WNBA, they keep trying to bring her down instead of supporting her. And I think that's the big difference, is this Women's Rugby World Cup, although it's competitive, a lot of the women are coming together and supporting the other women to bring up the game as a whole, instead of targeting them on the field because they're better than them, for example. You see a lot of that in the WNBA.
100%. Like, I don't know anything about the WNBA. Like, absolutely nothing. But what you said about the women all sticking together. Yeah. It's crazy. But I was speaking to Kylie about this the other day, because I saw also a couple of things on Instagram of them. I think it was New Zealand playing against Canada or something. They were literally making videos and talking shit and having actual fun together before the game
and after.
And it was so good to see. Yeah, it's so good. And I think that's kind of what rugby is, though. Like, as its ethos, that is what rugby is.
What's that old saying? It's a barbaric game played by gentlemen, or in this case, but it's the whole thing. On the field, you saw that fantastic photo of Eben holding that Australian prop, and he's got the crazy eyes. But then afterwards, the 80 minutes comes, they shake hands, they grab a beer, and it's over.
See you next week,
See you next week. See you on Wednesday. We're all going up Table Mountain.
Yeah. Well, that's like Isia and Ardi.
Yeah. Good mates.
They mates.
But then come Saturday, they're trying to take one another's shoulders off.
Yeah. That's rugby. That's what it is.
Such a good fucking game. Such a good game. Such a good sport.
It is. I did have in my notes here, I know we weren't going to touch on it too much,
Yes, tell me what you got.
What do you mean right?
Tell me what you got.
How delayed are you?
Apparently very.
Yeah, it's literally like a good couple seconds. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, let's not actually. I was gonna ask about the referee. I'm not worried about the refereeing. I think the refereeing hasn't been that diabolical. There's been no wild calls other than since that Australia Lions call. There's been no bad ones. I think Carl Dixon's good.
I think
I can't think of any crazy calls.
He's reffed 3 of our games, you've said?
3
games, 2 wins, 1 loss.
We've won 2, lost 1.
Yeah, I've got no expert insight on the ref, and I think the refereeing's been good, so no complaints there. Although we did touch on it last week a little bit about how much the VAR is getting, or VAR, that's football. The TMO.
Yeah,
the TMO has been getting involved.
Yeah. I feel like that's happening across not just the international games. I feel like that's been happening across, at least like over here we've got the NPC. Same thing. It is crazy. I think it's used way too much. I feel like the game needs to go back in control of that's what it feels like. It feels like the game is being refereed by the TMO at this point, and not
because sometimes
the
they
referee.
go
You're
so
almost
far
better off
back.
not having a referee. There needs to put a limit on that. Like, if it's that important, the TMO should be being like, stop, go back, not wait for 25 minutes later and then go back to the other side of the field. I feel like if it's not cynical or dangerous, unlucky. If it gets missed by the referee and both touch judges, that's what they're there for.
I think it was at the Fiji England game, or
I know what I'm talking about.
The one where they scored the try, but then like 130 phases back, his foot actually touched the line and he was out.
Yeah.
It's
ruined
tough to say.
Ruined that game. I know, that was the Fiji.
It
was Fiji versus Australia, wasn't it?
Fiji, Australia, that's what it was. Yes, exactly. It sucks because it is the right call. It is the right call. He did go into touch. But it does kind of mess with the game because so much happened from that point onwards that wouldn't have had to happen if they got it right at the beginning. I don't know. I do agree with you that they are getting too involved, but I'm also on the side of if it's the right call, it's the right call. Even if it slows the game down, even if they're coming in late, I think the right call is the most important part of the TMO, is to make sure that the call is right, because then there's none of this halftime debate. There's no post-match fighting. Is the decision right? Yes, no. Although people
I get that. I understand it.
Finish first. Go. I don't know what the delay is. Just talk.
Yeah, I was just saying I agree, but I still think that they're coming in for like the small, like outside of that. Yeah, for things like that happen so far. There should be like a rule. Like if it's not, you can't go back further than 3 or 4 phases.
It used to be 5 phases. I don't know when that changed.
20 meters. Yeah, I don't know, but they go back. Maybe they need to make it like a certain amount of meters. I don't know what they need to do, but the TMO is just in it too much. They talk about speeding up the game, but the TMO is in it more than
like they're getting rid of scrums, but then they delay the game for 15 minutes.
It hasn't been that bad though. It hasn't been as bad as it has been. Are you on McDonald's Wi-Fi? What is going on here?
I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's a sign we need to end the show.
Maybe.
So let's wrap. Do you want to wrap it up?
Anything else? I don't know what the wrap up is.
I got nothing else to add. I'm excited. I'm pumped. It's a great weekend of rugby, not just for the Rugby Championship, but the Ladies Rugby World Cup too. The rugby's being good. It's going to be good. I'm pumped for you for going to the game. I think it's going to be epic. Close us out. Take us away. I don't want to speak to you anymore.
Boys, girls, it's been real. That's cut the cuck. I will be at the game. I'll take some pictures, post some stuff on the gram. Byron, I will send you extra pictures to make you... What?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything. Just ignore the delay. You speak. I'm done speaking.
Subscribe, like, follow, do all the things. Let's see if Rusty and the boys can get it done at the Fortress. It's going to be interesting. Going to be fun. I'm excited. You're excited. See you then.